So I grew up in a house with a pool back home in the Philippines, and I remember as a teenager, we would actually have to scrub the sides of the pool, make sure there's no algae buildup, and my dad had a telescoping net that we would use to fish out all the leaves and any dirt that we can find. No matter how well you try to maintain it, there will be some sort of manual labor still involved. The only thing I wish is that I wished I spent more time actually enjoying the pool rather than keeping it clean. Fortunately nowadays, there is actually a thing called a robotic pool cleaner, like this Z1 Pro by Dreame, which is the world's first cordless pool cleaner that actually thinks before it moves. And yes, that's a thing now. Hello again and welcome. Today's video is sponsored by Dreame, and they wanted me to feature the Z1 Pro robotic pool cleaner. So I've been very curious about robotic pool cleaning vacuums for a few years now, and this is actually my chance to try one out and share with you my experience. So I actually had to go borrow a family friend's pool for 2 days so I can test this out. Now for this video, I just want to set some expectations, especially since this is sponsored. What I'll be sharing today is my personal experience using this device in a limited capacity, let's just put it that way. In this video, I'll be talking about a few key things, such as the fact that this is the world's first cordless pool cleaning robot, powered by multi-sensor supported PoolSense technology, the runtime, its optical handheld remote controller, and its precise smart obstacle detection and edge cleaning navigation. So the whole idea of this video is to showcase this device's capabilities so that you can decide if this is something that will fit your lifestyle. Let's talk about the things that you actually get in the package. You get the robot, obviously, a magnetic charger, a remote control, a charging cable for the remote, a retrieval hook which you can attach to a telescoping pole, and the user manual. Before using this product, you definitely want to charge it first. And once you're done, download the Dreame app and you can add the robot using that app. Be aware that it is required for you to connect to your Wi-Fi so that you can add this device to the app and so that you can control it using your phone. To add the robot to the app, you need to scan the QR code, which is actually located inside the robot. After those steps, you do need to update to the latest firmware, which can take a few minutes. Once everything is updated and connected, the app is going to ask you to place the robot in the water and then it can start its cleaning. The first time the robot is placed in the water, it's going to take a while as it's using its sensors to map out the pool. Dreame calls it PoolSense technology, a system of multiple smart sensors that allows the robot to scan the entire pool before even starting the clean itself. Basically, it maps out the layout, identifies curves, inclines, and even calculates the cleaning route based on your pool size, depth, and surface material. So in essence, it doesn't just wander around aimlessly because it learns your pool and remembers what spots it cleaned, making it much more efficient the more you use it. This also makes the Z1 Pro suitable for basically any pool shape or size, even with different surfaces. Underneath the Z1 Pro's shell, you've got the world's first dual external pump system. This thing can cycle through over 8,000 gallons per hour. It doesn't make a lot of noise when you're in the surface, but when you're underwater, you can definitely hear it working. But more importantly, the performance is strong enough to effortlessly eliminate leaves, dirt, algae, and other debris from your pool. The Z1 Pro also has a dual brushing system which vigorously scrubs back and forth, effectively removing dirt and debris from all pool surfaces, including the water lines. When it's fully charged, you can expect the Z1 Pro to run for about 4 hours, which for most residential pools is more than enough. But I think what's important is how it uses those 4 hours, because it learns, it remembers, and it refines its route every time, getting faster and more efficient the more it cleans your pool. The first time I turned on the Z1 Pro on the first day, it definitely took a little bit longer for it to scan the entire area. But after charging it and running it again, it was definitely faster than before. I think it's important to highlight that not only does this product save you time, it actually saves you power, which means longer cleaning sessions with fewer charges. Although this product was designed so that you can kind of just leave it alone, sometimes you do want a little bit more control. This optical controller is one of my favorite features because you just point at the Z1 Pro and you can control it and ask it to clean specific areas in your pool if you want it to.
This remote uses Li-Fi technology, which penetrates underwater so that you can control the Z1 Pro. Very useful if you want to do some spot cleaning or if you want to retrieve the Z1 Pro without having to dive into the water. In terms of obstacle avoidance and edge detection, the Z1 Pro did a decent job. It carefully navigated its way around the pool steps, and it made sure that it was sticking to the wall as close as possible. Speaking of walls, it was quite impressive to see the Z1 Pro crawl up to the water edge to make sure that it cleans every single bit of the pool. Thanks to what Dreame calls its triple surround fusion perception system, the Z1 Pro is able to intelligently navigate around the pool and plan its path. It also optimizes zoning and also avoids obstacles, although I didn't really have any random toys sitting inside the pool to test this out. In terms of the app, there's actually quite a few things that you can do with it, especially when you're customizing the cleaning. You can have the Z1 Pro clean the entire pool or just focus on the walls or the water edge. You can even change the intensity of the cleaning itself using the app. There were a few hiccups that I noticed, especially when I needed to stop the Z1 Pro. It just wouldn't seem to stop right away when I tried to press it on the app, which resulted in me having to reset the robot a few times. Personally though, I don't think it's a deal breaker, especially if they come out with a firmware update that can fix this. Because truthfully, all I really want for this machine to do is work without me having to babysit it. And after 2 days of testing, I'm happy to report that the Z1 Pro does a really good job of cleaning the bottom of the pool. And I say the bottom is because the caveat for something like this is that if your pool is around a lot of trees, for example, and the leaves fall down on the water surface, the Z1 Pro won't be able to catch those leaves. Basically, it can pick up any dirt and debris on the floor underneath the water of the pool. But having a product like this can tremendously improve the experience of owning a pool because you don't spend as much time maintaining it, scrubbing it, and making sure there are no algae buildup. And when you have to spend less time maintaining a pool, you have more time to actually just enjoy it.
This is one of those products that I just wish existed back then when I was a teenager, because then I wouldn't have to spend too much time cleaning and just more time enjoying the pool. And I've actually spoken with a couple of homeowners that have pools, and they do say that having something like this will make their lives much easier and much more enjoyable to actually own a pool. If you want to learn more about the Z1 Pro, click the link in the description box. And thanks again to Dreame for sponsoring this video and for letting me try out the Z1 Pro. As always, a subscribe would be much appreciated, and I can't wait to see you again on the next one.